college sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Welcome live to the ballpark at Jackson. It's the final game of Day 2, the SSAC Baseball Championship. So, Pool A has functionally got a semifinalist as William Carey sits at 2-0. Blue Mountain is at 0-2. This is a matchup between 1-0 Middle Georgia State and 0-1 UT Southern. Now, overall, over the course of the season, UT Southern 21-28. Middle Georgia State entering this one at 30-21. Jeremy Smith alongside David Turner bringing you the action for this one as we get ready to go in Pool A. If Middle Georgia State wins this thing, they're at 2-0, and they play Carey tomorrow either way. But if they win this one, they play Carey tomorrow with controlling their destiny and a straight berth into Saturday's championship and an auto bid in the national tournament on the line in that one. But they got to get there. So let's talk about the path. The man on the mound for Middle Georgia State, that would be number 21, David Johnson, the 6'3", 205-pound sophomore out of Lincolnton, North Carolina, a transfer from Voorhees University. What do you know about him, David Turner?
It's going to be only his third start of the season, 17 appearances, a 2-4 record with a 5.67 ERA for him in 27 innings. 27 strikeouts over those innings worked with 20 walks and a .263 batting average against.
Get you these lineups for both teams. First, for UT Southern, what do you got?
For UT Southern, leading off, it will be number 8, the right fielder, Cannon Raby. Following Raby, it will be the left fielder, number 24, Kobe Womble. Then this first baseman, number 25, Braden Buckner. Cleanup man will be number 5, Coleman Sinnard, playing catcher. Then we'll go down to third baseman of the night, number 34, Mason Billions, batting 5th. Batting 6th will be the second baseman, Cole Barnett. 7th will be the DH, number 20, Zach Cheney. Batting 8th will be the shortstop, Evan Nelson. And finally, batting 9th will be David Buckner, the center fielder, number 3.
The defense joining David Johnson out there is battery mate Connor Sheely. And that pitch misses, 1-1. First to third defensively, it's Tate Abbott, Yadiel Perez. It's Jose Vargas and Michael Flaherty around the infield. Left to right in the outfield, Zane Falk, Teonis Pimentel, and Jaden Duarte. If you're like, hey, man, you're real slow on the delivery, y'all got to forgive us. We've been broadcasting for 11 hours at this point.
It's been a minute.
This is our fourth ball game of the day, and so even the names that I know, I'm slowing down to go, is that the right name? Cannon Raby swings through that one. He's retired. We had for those of you who haven't looked at these things and may not know, we had a 47-run ball game earlier. I said that accurately. It was a 24-23 victory, ABAC beating Mobile, and an absolute wild one that took 4.5 hours, and so we've still yet to really recover from that.
It was wild in many ways.
Yeah. Thomas beat Loyola this morning, and so Pool B, rather, has a lot on the line tomorrow. There is the possibility of either A, an outright pool clinching by ABAC, or B, a three-way tie. So we'll see how that plays out. And that start time tomorrow has been moved up to 9 a.m. Everything's shifting forward right now. For Pool A, William Cary's 2-0. They know they play Middle Georgia tomorrow. The question is Middle Georgia 2-0 or are they 1-1? For Cary's purposes, it doesn't really matter because their destiny's in their hand.
Yep.
Middle Georgia needs a win here to keep its destiny in front of it. For Middle Georgia, theirs is an interesting plight. They're 30-21. You win this one, you're 31-21. You're on the radar of an at-large bid, but you don't want to leave that in the hands of a committee. You want to win it outright, take an auto bid, and so this is a huge game for Middle Georgia right now.
Yeah, so you would imagine they're going to go all out to get this victory, obviously to face Cary, to get to that automatic bid, hopefully for them on Saturday.
For Tennessee Southern, the situation very similar. You're not looking at an auto bid at 21-28. You need a win here and a win tomorrow and some help.
Yep.
So you win this one, you win tomorrow, Middle Georgia beats Cary, all of a sudden you're in this three-way tie situation and you got a shot. 1-2 is the count on Womble here. That one misses high from David Jensen. Womble from guess where? Don't look.
Tennessee? Pulaski.
Womble is from Prattville, Alabama.
Hey.
We know that place well. Womble's a graduate of Prattville High School, as am I. We're not from the same class. So Cody Womble.
You might not want to insult him that way.
A senior from Prattville, Alabama. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Called strike 3. Catcher's got to pick it up and make the throw, and he does. 2 away. Now Buckner to the dish. 6'3" senior out of Tuscumbia. Buckner went to Murray State University.
Buckner, 331 average on the season, 17 home runs, 60 RBIs.
Murray State just across the line from Tennessee into Kentucky and western Kentucky. That one fouled away. I frequented Murray, Kentucky back 24, 25 years ago when I was working in Paris, Tennessee. That one lifted over the head of the second baseman. So Buckner with a base hit.
That'll get us to the catcher, the 4-hole hitter, Coleman Sinnard.
So in the least shocking baseball news of the day, the Atlanta Braves have signed Jesse Chavez for the 9th time in his career.
This year.
Yeah. It's Thursday. Let's sign Jesse Chavez.
Yeah, really.
That one misses away, 1-0.
Sinnard, the leading average man on this Firehawk team, 378, 7 home runs, 31 RBIs.
That doesn't sound average to me, but you're sitting there calling the man average. Ball and no strikes. Senora waits. Takes that one 2-0. 2-0 to Sinyard. He awaits. David Johnson misses away. David Johnson, we're rooting for you in so much as we're rooting for ourselves to go home.
It's a very selfish rooting
It
at this
is.
point.
People, and I said it last night, people wonder, who do broadcasters root for? Ourselves. That is who broadcasters root for.
The bed, that is what
Again,
we're rooting for at this point.
I want you to understand when you're watching one of our broadcasts that we desperately want you to enjoy every moment. We want you, if one of your loved ones is on this field, we want them to live out all of their dreams, and you watch it and enjoy it, and we're rooting for them, and we're rooting for the stories, and we're rooting for the game in a respectable window of time. That's what we're all rooting for at all times. That ABAC Mobile game is a game that people will talk about for a very long time. And we talked about it for a very long time while it was happening. 24-23.
Talk about it for very different reasons.
Yeah, and we'll remember it, down the line 2 years from now. Man, that was a crazy game, 24-23. But in the moment, you're like, oh, dear goodness. There's been 53 hits today. 53, and people are like, you're making that up. And I'm like, I'm not.
I was doing okay until you brought up, we're about to approach 50 hits. And I was like, what?
Yeah. And then, as we talked about it, it's one of those things where you feel bad for the one guy who played well.
Yeah.
But he's like, there's 53 hits in the game.
You ain't got one of them.
He's the only guy in the game that didn't have a hit. Just wild. So there's a walk here issued to Coleman Sinyard, and that is going to turn it over to Mason Billions. Mason Billions from Ardmore, Alabama. Third baseman. I believe he was the DH last night.
He was. 322 on the season for Billions, 9 home runs, 38 RBIs. Ardmore, right at the Tennessee line. Extreme North Alabama, extreme South Tennessee.
I think there's like a little general store or something there. I've stopped that, yeah. That one fielded by the second baseman, flips it over, and the inning is over. So David Johnson works around the traffic. No score in the first. We head to the bottom half of the first. SSAC.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Our buddy Grayson Plunkett reaches out. He says, hey, you're going to talk about that ABAC Mobile game like we all talked about Texas A&M LSU football from a few years ago. It really kind of is the small college baseball version of that game. That one over for a strike. Let's talk about The man on the mound for Tennessee Southern, it's number 23, Ridge Raper, the 6-foot senior out of Phil Campbell, Alabama.
Appearance number 18 on the season, 14th start for Raper, a 6.92 ERA, a 4-10 record on the season, 80 2/3 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts, 24 walks, a 3.48 batting average against.
Big cut, can't get it, and he works quickly through the top of the order here with Jose Vargas. This lineup for Middle Georgia, it's Jose Vargas, Yadiel Perez, Chaz Salter, Zane Falk, Michael Flaherty, Jaden Duarte, Teonis Pimentel, Tate Abbott, Connor Sheely. Those are the 9. Defensively, around the horn, it's Sinyard behind the dish, Buckner at first, Barnett at second, Nelson at short, Billions at third, left to right in the outfield, Womble, Buckhalter, Raby. Now let's talk about Phil Campbell, Alabama. Been from Alabama my entire life. Not heard of Phil Campbell, Alabama.
Don't know Phil nor Campbell.
Yeah, so it's 2 words. It's a man's name, Phil Campbell, Alabama. Apparently, according to Wikipedia, which is the
it's always accurate.
It has to be trustworthy, right? That pitch misses. Phil Campbell, Alabama is located in Franklin County. So we're talking about extreme north Alabama. In the 2020 census, the population was 992. It's one of 2 towns in Alabama to have the first and last name of an individual. You know what the other one is? Susan Moore.
Who knew?
Interesting. It's also a town we've never heard of with 992 people. It says it's the largest city in southern Franklin County. All right. That one misses away from Raper. I really want to know more of who Phil Campbell is. That's kind of the thing. It's not the town. Like, the town's fine. Shout out to the folks. But, okay, here it is. In June 1955, Brooklyn writer Phil Campbell organized a convention in this town for people with the name Phil Campbell. 22 Phil Campbells and 1 Phyllis Campbell attended. All right, that's not who it's named after, I guess. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this is interesting. They hailed from all over the United States. The article about the Phil Campbell Convention was published in Might magazine, a San Francisco-based publication. The essay was later included in Might's anthology, Shiny Adidas Tracksuits and the Death of Camp, and the convention was mentioned by Ripley's Believe It or Not. A second Phil Campbell Day was organized the following year, but it was not as well attended. Phil Campbell City Hall maintains a file of the Phil Campbells who visit and check in. So there were 22 Phil Campbells and 1 Phyllis Campbell who came to Phil Campbell. So that makes me ask the all-important question. If there was a David Turner, Arkansas, would you go?
No.
No. There's a
Simply
single
by
from the
name
left
alone.
side. I know one David Turner, that's enough. So a couple runners on here to start for Middle Georgia State as Chaz Salter comes to the dish. And Chaz Salter, one of the leading hitters on this team, a dangerous bat. In fact, he's the highest average man on the team.
415. Swinging the bat this season is Chaz Salter.
So I don't know any other Jeremy Smiths. I didn't get a job at Walmart in college because they crossed my background check up with another Jeremy Smith. That one was in prison for drug trafficking in Indiana. They were like, "Are you sure you're not him?" I'm like, "I am." So,
but are you positive?
I'm like, and you looked at all the things on the background check out. I'm like, quite literally, the only similarities are the first name and the last name. So I don't know that I would go to Jeremy Smith, Tennessee. 1-0 count here.
Lived in Arkansas for a time. I enjoyed it.
Lifted left center field, and Chaz Salter with a base hit, and that's going to get the first run of the ball game home.
That was actually Zane Falk at the dish.
Sorry, Zane Falk. Chaz Salter's the man aboard.
Yes.
Zane Falk. We had the Perez out, and then back-to-back guys reach, and then Zane Falk gets it done.
Yadiel Perez walked.
Yes. And Chaz Salter is now at third. All right, we're all caught up now. The man from Phil Campbell still working. Michael Flaherty at the dish. Flaherty on the season.
Another solid hitter.
Yeah. Pretty good numbers.
340 average, 3 home runs, 36 RBI.
That one misses away. So I do remember hearing of Phil Campbell now because there was a tornado that tore through Phil Campbell and Hackleburg back in 2011 during that outbreak that was just a couple days ago. I think it was April 27th, 2011 was the day of that. Grounder to short, fires to second and on to first. So they'll get one, but not the turn. So it is an RBI for Flaherty. But they throw it away, which allows him to advance to second. So 2-0 now. The way that works on that scoring, you're not allowed to assume the turn on the double play. So even if they throw it away,
Not an error.
Yeah, that part's not an error. But then when they throw it away and it advances him to second, so now that's where the error comes in.
Jaden Duarte at the dish. Massive home run last night.
Yeah, he's want to do that.
337 average, 13 homers, 44 RBI.
That one fouled back. All right, let's talk about who Phil Campbell is so we can close the book on Phil Campbell here in the first. In the 1880s, a railroad work crew leader and engineer by the name of Phil Campbell, originally from England, established a work camp. Mel Allen, a prominent local businessman, told Campbell that if he would construct a railroad depot and add a sidetrack to the stretch of railroad going through the area, Allen could develop a town, which he would name after Campbell. Campbell built both the depot and siding, and Allen followed through in his promise. Phil Campbell is one of only 2 towns in Alabama given both the first and last names of an individual, the other Susan Moore. We won't explore who Susan Moore is tonight because most of you are probably already like, I don't care who Phil Campbell is. You're still talking about it. 2-0. Jaden Duarte, 2-2 on him. Delivery misses away. Full count now. Duarte, all-conference player. Big power numbers on the season. 13 homers and 44 RBIs. Big cut, can't get that one. So Duarte's retired. Raper gets through it but allows 2. We head to the second, 2-0 Knights. SSAC.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Ready to go here, top of the second. It is Barnett, Cheney, Nelson due up in the inning for the Firehawks of Tennessee Southern. I looked ahead, always wanting for interesting content at 9:17 at night. None of these guys are from interesting hometowns in terms of the names. They may be interesting places. One pitch, one out, fly ball center field. He was from Russellville. Nice place, though. You know.
It is, yes.
So Barnett's gone. Cheney to the dish. He's from Falkville. I had to look that one up. It's apparently near Decatur.
Cheney, 62 at bats, .145 average. Home run, 7 RBIs on the season.
That one misses high. One 0 count. Johnson kicks and fires. Swings through that one. So, Cheney. And then Nelson. Shout out to some of our buddies out there watching who have reached out, let us know that they don't really have anything else to do with their life at 9:18 on a Thursday.
Completely uninterested in
Love them
Phil
dearly.
Campbell, Alabama.
No, they're not. They're giving us feedback, you know. Our buddy Seth Page is like, hey, he's from Mississippi. He's like, Phil Campbell's not far from my hometown. We used to play him in youth football all the time. And then, you know, Grayson Plunkett, I think, is just enjoying the history lesson. Of course, yes. You know, his uncle is like an incredibly successful history, social science professor. So Grayson has a real appreciation for history. That one misses away by Johnson. All right, so I look often at mascots, the mascot matchup, and I do this because I've been in sports writing and broadcasting for a very long time. And on first reference, you refer to your school. That was a big cut, can't get it, 2 gone now. And then when you're writing the story, second reference, you want to go with the nickname. And it helps when you don't have a nickname that's incredibly common. So for a long time, I covered a high school that was the Tigers. And out of the 10 games on their football schedule, 5 of them were Tigers. So you can't do anything else. Eagles, same thing.
Yep.
Bulldogs, terrible.
Yep.
Incredibly boring. This one, pretty good. This is the Knights versus the Firehawks, which also, by the way, sounds like some mythical battle that I would watch. Like if there is a movie in which a group of knights have to go battle this phoenix, this Firehawk, I'm watching it. I'm in. You know, in theory. It has to be well cast. There's a grounder to the shortstop. Fields it. Flips over. 2 gone. Or actually 3 gone. Inning over. That was quick for Johnson.
Quick inning.
All right. Johnson going to keep the rambling to a minimum. And we head to the bottom of the second.
He's tired of hearing it, too.
That's right. 2-0 through 1.5 SSAC.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
Hot-blooded plays overhead as we ready to start the bottom of the second with Teonis Pimentel at the dish. Pimentel from Monmouth Junction, New Jersey.
Another solid average for Pimentel, 339. 4 home runs, 27 RBI.
Big cut through that one. Pimentel, one of a couple of players from the state of New Jersey on this roster, the other one being Justin Aponte.
That one's
well struck,
yeah.
But the right fielder underneath it. And Pimentel's retired. Now Tate Abbott to the plate. Abbott from Camden, South Carolina. Went to Cahaba Valley Community College. Or Catawba Valley. Let me get that right.
Appearing in his 40th game, a .309 average, 7 home runs, 29 RBI.
Abbott steps back in. Two-0 count. Line foul. Ball retrieved in the right field corner. Two-one count. Pimentel gets the sign. Abbott steps back in. Delivers. I said Pimentel gets the sign. I apologize. Raper gets the sign. Pimentel was the first out. There we go. We're back on track now. 3-1 count. And he walks. Oh, Abbott tossed the bat and was taken off the shin guard, and the umpire went, nope.
Nope.
3-2, and Abbott was like, I'm sorry, sir. Let me go pick that up. They'll reset.
Pretty sure you waited till you saw the bat tossed 15 feet in the other direction. Nope, that was a strike.
It's always an awkward conversation. And now Abbott swings and sends it to straightaway center. 2 gone in the inning. Now, it's Connor Sheely. Sheely from Saluda, South Carolina, transfer from Columbia International University of the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
This will be his 27th game, 26th start, .271 average. A home run, 15 RBI.
Pretty good defensive catcher from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
1-0 count. One and one here. Sheely awaits. Did he check? He did not. 1-2. All right, so Knights versus Firehawks. Again, from a mascot comparison standpoint, I like it, but would definitely watch the movie. My daughter would probably be like, oh, I'd read that book. Not reading a book.
No.
Sorry. Not at this point. Big cut, can't get it, and a knight needs a sword, and Sheely got one on that one. Raper absolutely twist him up with that one. We head to the third.
At Risk Strategies, we know how important the health and well-being of your student athletes are. During their time in college, they'll face pressure from all different directions, from performance expectations to rigorous physical training, strict schedules, and bodily injuries. These are just a few of the stressors that can be burdens to your dedicated student athletes. With Academic Sports Care, our athletic division focuses on providing specialized insurance and health and wellness solutions exclusively for college and university athletic programs to help your students succeed by staying healthy and safe, offering best-in-class services through innovation and care. Academic Sports Care is a winning solution for your student athletes.
Enter Win1, a platform that unifies athletic management into one intuitive system. With custom profiles for every role within your department, everyone is instantly on the same page. Streamline eligibility tracking with automated transcript updates. Simplify scheduling with a centralized calendar. Enhance relationship building with personalized recruiting communications. This is more than a tool, it's a game changer.
Devin Buckhalter leads off the inning. Buckhalter also from Russellville, Alabama. That one over for a strike from Johnson. 9-1-2 due up. It's Buckhalter, Raby, and Womble.
Buckhalter, big bat in this lineup. 331 average, 17 home runs, 60 RBIs.
Yeah, out of the 9 spot.
Yeah, moved him around a little bit.
He's behind 0-2 right now. Johnson delivers. Fouls it away. No balls, 2 strikes here. Misses inside. Johnson kicks and fires. Big cut, can't get it. He strikes out Buckhalter.
Johnson been effective to this point. 36 pitches, 4 strikeouts.
Now Cannon Raby to the dish. He struck out his first time. Bottom of the zone, strike 1. Cannon Raby, senior, sends that one over the head of the second baseman. Second hit of the ball game for the Firehawks. Now, top of the third, we go back to Womble. Johnson delivers, big cut there. Womble can't get it.
These are going back through Middle Georgia's schedule here. This is 2 teams that met March 7th and 8th. It was a 3-game sweep for the Knights.
Johnson staying in the zone. He's ahead 0-2. Grounded. And a base hit. So Womble with a couple on here and just one out. Here's a Buckner had a hit his first time, and Johnson would love a double play ball here. Turns and fires back to second. Not a bad pickoff move.
It wasn't.
Braden Buckner. Awaits. That's a wild pitch. Moves everybody up, and that takes the double play out of effect. Now Johnson, who's been really effective through the first 2 1/3, starting to hit a little hiccup. See if he can work his way through it. That one misses. 2-2. Kicks and fires. Big cut. Can't get it. Our live stat said 2-2. It is now actually 2-2. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ready to go again. Big cut, can't get it for Buckner.
Well, scoreboard was right. It was 3-1.
Now it's 3-2. The count's been all over the place between the live stats and the scoreboard. Okay, we're payoff pitch now, we think. And he walks, so it must have been a payoff pitch.
Bases loaded. 1 out.
Sinyard to the dish. Bases loaded. Sinyard walked his first time. Sinyard from Pulaski. Umpire getting new baseballs.
Over the third baseman's head.
Yep, that gets it to the left fielder. Tie ball game. A single to left. Sinyard only needed 1 pitch. Game tied now in the top of the third. Now Mason Billions, and I will continue to attempt to speak it into existence. Mason Billions and Chasing Cash of Abraham Baldwin, a baseball podcast called The Payoff Pitch. Freebie right there. Do it. That one misses low. Either that or a music duo of some kind. Maybe a tag team in NXT.
What kind of music we talking here?
I don't know, man. I don't know what they like. But I'm looking at the photo of Mason Billions on the video board, and he looks like one of the more modern country artist looks.
That's where I was going. If we're about to go with this bro country stuff, we don't need any more of those.
I maintain that Florida Georgia Line is what plays on the soundtrack to hell. There's the ground ball, and he
Can't
throws
get
it
it.
away. He was looking for the double play, and he threw it into left. And now the trail runner makes the big turn and heads home. Heads up base running by the Firehawks, and they steal a couple of runs on the errant throw. Wow. Wheels have fallen off for Middle Georgia here.
In a hurry. So runner now on second. That one fouled back. That's Cole Barnett at the plate.
He'll take it away there. Line right back up the middle. The line continues to move for the Firehawks. On the corners with one out now.
And with these hits, Tennessee Southern not just killing the baseball, but they're just hitting it right over either infielders or in gaps, hitting them where they ain't, if the old saying goes.
That's right. So Zach Cheney hanging out, waiting on the mound visit to be done. Lots of activity in the bullpen right now for Middle Georgia. Johnson was cruising through 2 1/3. And then Tennessee Southern just started picking up everything he was throwing.
Zach Cheney up, struck out his first at bat.
Johnson fouls it back. Big cut through that one.
Hit and run was on. Cheney just missed it.
Yeah, it was an awkward swing.
It was.
Really just to protect because the hit and run was on. This is away there.
Throw over to first. Not there. Still gets in under the tag. Johnson looks in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, trying to get that second out of the inning. Here's a pitch. Strikeout. That's a big one for Johnson. Needed it. After getting that first out, giving up hit after hit there, finally picks up a strikeout. That brings Evan Nelson up to the plate. Nelson 0 for 1.
This is there.
Johnson just looking to survive the inning at this point.
Yeah, and in Middle Georgia, you're looking at pitching. Win or lose, you got to face William Carey tomorrow. You want to save every arm you possibly can. Fouled off. Four spot here in the third. Still counting. Runners on first and third. David Johnson gets a sign. Pitch count has escalated rather quickly. He is up to 58 now. This is there. 2-1. This is the 8th batter of the inning. Fouls it back. 2-2 count. 2 away. Johnson gets the sign. Sheely awaits. This is high there.
Runs the count full.
Yeah, Nelson able to wait Johnson out here. Evan Nelson. His team's plated 4. They're up 2. 2 more aboard. And that's a great piece of inside-out hitting right there. And the throw to third, I think they got him.
They did.
They did. What a throw. Jaden Duarte up and firing. Throws him out at third as he tried to stretch that one. It's a single, and the run scores. So it'll go to 5-2. But Duarte cuts the runner down going to third to end the inning. 5 runs in the frame for the Firehawks. We head to the bottom half. 5-2 UTS SSAC.
A lot goes into building next year's roster. From identifying top prospects to fostering relationships that lead to commitment, recruiting is a full-time mission. WinOne brings it all together into one powerful platform. Whether you're on the road or at the office, WinOne is always within reach. Our iMessage automation makes connecting simple and efficient. Send personalized messages from your own number to every recruit on your list. Adding recruits is fast and effortless. Add as you go, upload a list, or even share a custom QR code. Visualize your roster like never before with the WinOne Depth Chart. Plan positions, customize views, and keep your recruiting strategies sharp. And just like that, you've built next year's roster. Centralized, connected, and built for success. That's recruiting with WinOne. You were built for your athletes. WinOne was built for you.
Jose Vargas, top of the order, due up here. Bottom of the third after the 5 spot from Tennessee Southern. What a diving effort. Ridge Raper off the mound, lays out full parallel to the ground to steal that ball off the bunt. My goodness. Clip it and send it to the Sports Center highlight desk. What an incredible play. That's something to fire your teammates up. Yadiel Perez up. That one over for a strike. Laced right center field, gap long run, right fielder gets there. Good read off the bat for Cannon Raby.
Strong swing of the bat for Perez, just not rewarded on that one.
Now Chaz Salter.
Salter 1 for 1. Again, batting .415. I don't think you can stress that enough.
That one's over for a strike, 0-1. Misses away, 1-1. Big cut, and he threw the bat. And it got Zane Falk.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You hope he's okay. Zane Falk, the on-deck hitter, got hit with the bat when Chaz Salter slung it. He's holding his shoulder. And he's headed back into the dugout. Oh, no. The left fielder, Zane Falk, in the on-deck circle behind Chaz Salter. Salter with a big cut. Bat flies out of his hand and appears to have hit Falk right in the shoulder. Falk has reemerged from the dugout. Still favoring that shoulder as he...
It's going to be an interesting AB at the end of the day.
If for the sake of Zane Falk, it'd be better to happen next inning.
Yeah.
Let him work it out. Now he's changed position. He's like, the ump says you got to stand over there, and he's like, no, I don't.
Did you not witness what just happened to me?
Yeah, the ump says you got to move back over there, and Falk's like, I don't think so. Zane Falk, look where he's standing now. He's gone all the way over, back in front of the dugout, out of the danger zone of Chaz Salter's bat. Salter sends it right field. Raby's got a beat on it, and the inning is over, and Salter's got to go apologize to Zane Falk. We head to the fourth, 5-2, Tennessee Southern, SSAC.
"37 words that transformed higher education and college athletics.
No person in the United States shall,
on the basis of sex,
be excluded from participation in,
be denied the benefits of,
or be subjected to discrimination
under any education program or activity,
receiving federal financial assistance."
9-1-2 due up in the inning here. It's Buckhalter leading it off. David Johnson back to work. Ball 1. Strike there. Devin Buckhalter's top of the 4th. Fouls it back. Buckhalter awaits, grounds it. Second baseman Perez flips. Had to make that play quickly, and he did. That was impressive.
Transfer had to be quick, coming out of the glove to the hand, as Buckhalter was absolutely busting it down the line. Raby now to the dish, 1 for 2.
Cannon Raby takes that one away. One 0 count. That one outside corner. Ball and a strike. David Johnson fires, misses inside. 2-1 now. Close to the same spot, but that one a strike, 2-2.
Drew the same reaction from Raby, turning that shoulder in because he thought he might get plunked.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and misses that one. Full count now, payoff pitch on the way. Cannon Raby digs back in. David Johnson requesting a new baseball. Chopper, third baseman, up and firing. 2 away. Cody Womble to the plate. Womble 1 for 2 with a run. That one fouled back.
Johnson seems to regain some of his control on the mound this inning.
That one popped back foul. Cody Womble. On the ground. Perez up and firing. Couldn't get him. Womble hustles and gets there.
So the error on the throw is going to cause Johnson to have to face another batter.
Now Buckner up 1 for 1 with a walk and a run. Throws over. That one misses. Buckner awaits. That one's over for a strike. Second error of the game on Middle Georgia. Buckner swings through that one. Ball and 2 strikes.
Just outside.
Yeah.
Tough one to lay off of for Buckner.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Misses away. There goes the runner. Called strike 3, inning over. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th, SSAC.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
Zane Falk to the dish. He who never got into involved offensively last inning, but still
got involved.
He got involved as the bat from Chaz Salter found him as he was in the on-deck circle. Fouls the first one back, 0-1. Falk, 1 for 1 with an RBI back in the first. He's from Phoenix City, Alabama. Went to Georgia Southern before transferring to Middle Georgia. As we noted yesterday, this is wrapping up Middle Georgia's stay with the SSAC. They're moving to NCAA Division II at the conclusion of this season. So they'll play today and tomorrow. If they find their way through that field, they'll play on Saturday. And then whatever else they may do beyond this in a potential national tournament berth. But that's it for them in the SSAC. That's a shot left center field, high and deep. And
couldn't get it.
Center fielder ran over, got underneath it, and couldn't catch it. Zane Falk in with a double. That's a ball that if it's 6 hours ago, with the wind blowing the way it was, is out of here. But thick air tonight, not going anywhere. And
Smith thought the center fielder caught it, slowed down coming around first, and finally realized that it wasn't caught.
Yeah, Buckhalter got all the way over there. A long run. Really got over more into left field. Got underneath it, but couldn't catch it. So Falk is aboard on an error. Michael Flaherty to the dish. Big cut, can't get it.
Flaherty responsible for driving in one of the Middle Georgia runs.
Yeah, they put up 2 in the first, and they've been quiet since. Something in business here, potentially. That bunt's foul. Falk will retreat to second. Flaherty awaits the 0-2. Takes high, 1-2. Foul back. One-two count.
You can always tell when it's getting later in these games because you don't see the children running after the baseball.
Yeah, they should be at home in bed, as should we. That one misses, 2-2. At 43 years old, 10 o'clock is much more bedtime than I used to think it to be. I've even gotten to the point now, and this is the tough part, like I've been a Braves fan my entire life, but now when the Braves are on the West Coast, I'm like, I'll read about it in the morning. I'll look at the box score. It's all right, especially this season.
Yes.
You want to stay up to watch them in L.A.?
Nope.
Full count, payout pitch on the way. Flaherty has worked it from 0-2 to full count, and then he draws the walk, and he bat flips the walk. Sends that bat all the way back. And Middle Georgia's got to be careful throwing the bat toward guys in the on-deck circle. That has not gone well tonight. So, umpire having a conversation.
Think about the bat flip.
Think about the bat flip on the walk with Flaherty.
Jaden Duarte.
Duarte, big throw from right earlier to throw a runner out at third and in an inning. And he bunts it back into the screen.
No outs, trying to move the runners up. Stay out of the double play.
Duarte showed bunt there, but he's also your big power guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the conversation is now. Umpire in the middle of the field has come over toward the first base side. I don't know. It feels like tensions are picking up a little bit. I don't know what that was. I know Kirk Fowler, one of our administrators for the tournament, was down in the area. That one's over for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't know if the communication was with him or with the dugout.
0-2 now on Duarte. He takes there 1-2. Both bullpens quiet. Actually, there's some stirring in the middle Georgia pen, but not throwing. Duarte big cut, can't get it. 5-2 is the score. 2 on, tying run at the plate from Middle Georgia State in Teonis Pimentel.
Pimentel 0 for 1.
4 homers, 27 RBIs. A dozen extra base hits on the year. Knights would love one of those right now. He shows bunt, pulls back, 1-0. Pimentel awaits. Fouls that one off.
Pimentel in front of that one.
That one misses. Pimentel steps back in. 2 balls and a strike. Big cut through that one for Pimentel.
Give him a tip. Even count, 2-2.
Now Pimentel got to shorten up, try to do something with this pitch. And he does. He sends it to left center field, and it'll drop. Middle Georgia's going to get one home, and the center fielder misplays it. It goes all the way back to the fence. It should have been a single. Pimentel is hard around third. He's going to come all the way home on what should have been a single. And the game is tied. Teonis Pimentel running out of the box. A misplay in center, and the game is tied. And now the umpire sending Middle Georgia back to the dugout, warning somebody. Tensions are high. I don't know. Nobody's getting tossed here, I don't think. And he just called for Paul Knight. There's at least some warnings that are about to be administered. And Buckhalter with a rough inning because he ran a country mile for that first ball and just didn't catch it.
Yeah.
And then that one he set up in front of, and it bounces past him, goes all the way to the fence. And we've talked about the way these alleys play. If you don't cut it off before it gets to the alley, you're in trouble. And he wasn't able to cut it off, and it bounces past him. And Pimentel on his horse all the way, what should have been a single, and he scores on a 3-base error. And it's 5-5. Now the umpires are sorting it out. I don't know if we're going to have ejections. I don't know what we're going to have. There's definitely warnings.
May have threatened to turn this ball game around if you can't act right. You know, the whole thing.
I will turn this stadium around and we will all go home.
I won't tell you what my vote is on that.
Yeah. Listen, at least be entertaining, and so far it has been. I don't think we got any ejections here that we're aware of. But there's definitely some warnings. Some names have been written down. If there are ejections, somebody would have to be leaving.
Yeah.
No one's leaving.
The name is gone in the book.
Yeah, but they called Chris Jericho'd, you just made the list. But he did call both coaches together and was like, listen, that's enough of this tonight. Tensions are high, though. Conference tournament game. Late at night, 10:15.
Abbott.
Inside-out swing, and the left fielder plays it well. Womble backs up and then camps out under it. And Abbott was like, listen, I'm not here for a long time, just a good time. One pitch, one out.
I applaud the approach.
I'm good with it. Hit the first one, buddy. Now Connor Sheely. Sheely, same thing. Gap,
That's
left
gapper.
center, Buckhalter, long run. Womble comes over and cuts it off.
It's a long run for the left fielder. That was straight in the gap.
Yeah, Womble with a great play to get to that one, and the inning is over. But Middle Georgia gets 3. We're tied heading to the 5th SSAC.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination, it's where stories are written, memories in the making.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way
Connor Sheely behind the plate, throws down, And we're ready to get going with this inning.
Brand new life for Johnson on the mound. Gonna try to get through 5 at least in this one. Sitting on 82 pitches now, 54 of those strikes.
Johnson delivers. And first pitch, single to left for Coleman Sinyard. He's 2 for 2 in this one. Now Mason Billions, an RBI, and a run scored. Lifted left field. Long run all the way back against the fence just about. Great job tracking that ball for Zane Falk.
It was. Came in actually a little bit on that, and it carried out to the warning track, and then you said it, had to make a little jump there at the wall.
10:20 at night, flag completely still out there, no wind at all. That ball, again, 6 hours ago, is probably off the top of the monster. Here's Cole Barnett. That one picked up by Sheely.
Johnson lost his footing on the mound.
So they'll go out and check on Johnson. Umpires checking with him.
Got to wonder, too, after 7 games, well, 7.5 games, condition of the mound, they've done a great job coming out in between games of getting things ready to play, but one game after another can wreak havoc on a field.
Absolutely can. We're talking to some little folks who know the game and know the facility well earlier. They're telling us that about how good the grounds crew is here, in particular the mound builder. He's one of the most well-regarded guys in the region. That one gets away. So that is Beckner running for Sinyard, and he advances to second. They're going to come out and get David Johnson here. We'll tell you about the pitching change on the other side, SSAC. Jonah Friedman, the new pitcher. Second time we've seen him this tournament.
This is his 17th appearance, 1-3 record on the season, 28 2/3 innings pitched, 18 strikeouts, 6 walks, a 5.65 ERA.
He is a freshman from Fleming Island, Florida. Long fly ball back to the track. Zane Falk there again. So Cole Barnett's retired.
Barnett got underneath that just a little too much.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he hits that just a little different. It's gone.
Yeah, he hits it about 316 or so out there. Zach Cheney, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ooh, uncorks a wild pitch there, does Jonah Friedman. That will allow Beckner to get to third. You start games as late as this one, you feel like you're calling some Pac-12 ball. It's the SSAC. It's a 1-0 count now on Zach Cheney. Right center field, long run. Pimentel covers the gap as well as anybody from gap to gap. He chases that one down, and the inning is over. Jonah Friedman does a job. We go to the bottom of the fifth, SSAC.
College sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university. They love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest.
I'm doing it, Dad!
Now that is something to remember.
Jose Vargas, top of the order due up here. In the bottom of the fifth, Vargas, first pitch, hits it to left center, base hit. Vargas, Perez, Salter. Now Yadiel Perez.
Second hit of the night for Vargas.
Nope, that's his first. Live stats beat you to it. He's 1 for 3.
They did. It's always amazing to me how the live stats, sometimes it can be slow getting to action. Other times it's very quick and beats everybody to anything.
That's right. Sometimes the live stats are more live than our actual thought processes.
That doesn't take much.
That's
in most
true.
circumstances.
1-0 count. Runner on first. Yadiel Perez is 0 for 1 with a run scored. Shows bunt. Did not pull that one back. 1-1 count.
Almost a situation. You see that third baseman crashing in as much as he did. Pull it back, do a swinging bunt just over the top of the head.
We've seen some interesting bunt things today. The bunt that Vargas popped up in this game that Raper caught parallel to the foul line. And then there's Perez dropping one down. He'll fire it over to first. So the sack bunt will advance Vargas. And then back in the first game of the day, we saw a bunt that went 88 feet right down the chalk.
Yeah.
Stayed fair.
Salter steps in, 1 for 2.
Misses away, and a nice job there by Sinyard to get that ball as it was headed to the backstop. I think even now, as much as it is appreciated, maybe the most underrated aspect of a good team is catcher defense. They're so hard to find, guys that can move around back there, block balls up, frame well, call the game, and still provide you a little bit of offense. Sinyard's been a really good one. That's bunted foul. Chaz Salter 2-1 right now. 1 for 2 with a run scored. And he'll step off and chase the runner back. Bottom 5 here. Called strike, 2-2. Misses away, full count. Starting to really throw in the pin for UT Southern. So we may be nearing the end here. And big cut, can't get it. That's a massive strikeout of Chaz Salter. Now Zane Falk to the dish with 2 away. Falk is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored.
Battery mates discussing direction of this at bat.
Go ahead, run at second base.
Probably changing some signs up since they do have the runner at second.
One 0 count. Over for a strike. Falk awaits. Takes low, 2-1. Chopper left side and through. That's going to get the go-ahead run to the plate. 6-5, Middle Georgia leads.
Michael Flaherty now, the third baseman. See if he can keep the inning alive. After gaining the lead.
Flaherty awaits the 1-0.
Pitch from Raper well inside, but got the swing.
Takes there. 2-1. Vargas scored on the Falk single to give the Knights the lead here in the 5th. High pop. Shortstop's got it. Inning over. We head to the 6th. 6-5. Middle Georgia State leads SSAC.
Now batting first base. Come on now. Let's go, baby.
There you go. I knew you'd be back. You grabbed me, the Rawlings Trio, the most advanced baseball bat on the planet. And check out my window, man. That's the window to power, to a batting title, to post-game interviews. You and me, we're gonna light this guy up. Looking good, right? And that first rounder on the mound, I don't care if he goes curve, slider, or he's just throwing gas. With me, you've got the bat speed to catch up to anything. The fellas in the lab say it's because my extended barrel, composite handle, and end cap. Look, man, all I know is I've got the biggest sweet spot in the game, and that's the difference between fouling one off and lacing one into the gap. Yeah, feel that weight? That's me talking to your hands. With my balance and your quick wrist, this chump doesn't even know what he's up against. Listen, don't look right now, but his girlfriend's eyeballing you. All right, focus, man. It's showtime, baby.
Nelson, Buckhalter, Raby due up for the Firehawks here. Friedman back to work for Middle Georgia State on the mound. There's a grounder. Shortstop over and firing. Good play. What a play by Jose Vargas.
Just pretty all the way around from the pick to setting to throw, the throw itself.
Yeah, while still running toward left field. Just a really impressive play.
Vargas playing deep shortstop, actually playing both feet in the grass.
Yeah. That one misses for Buckhalter. Foul back. One and one. Grounder, third baseman. Sits back on it.
What a pick.
Nice pick by Tate Abbott to help Flaherty out. And Flaherty says, yep, great job, big man, on the pick. Now Cannon Raby to the dish. There's a hit over the head of the second baseman. Just a nice piece of hitting from Cannon Raby. He's 2 for 4.
Raby inside outs that one, shoots it the other way. Brings up Cody Womble.
Womble, 1 for 3. This is away there. That one will miss. So behind 2-0 now is Jonah Friedman. Got to come back and get Womble and get out of this inning. That went over for a strike. That one hits him. So 2 on now for Buckner. Got to wonder if Friedman is maybe a little fatigued. Pitched last night. Buckner. Time called. Mound visit here.
Two on, 2 out. Trying to preserve the lead.
Umpire says, boys, it's 10:43. This visit's lasting too long.
Pretty much sums it up. He goes out there and breaks it up.
Yep. 6-5. That one misses. Buckner. One for 2 with a run scored. Fires it back and into center field, and both runners are going to move up. The throw back, and oh my goodness, it almost got away. Tate Abbott sliding in, trying to back the throw up, ends up
booting it away.
Yeah, with a slide tackle into the baseball, and fortunately Flaherty's there to pick it up. Now just going to put Buckner on with the base open. But the guy you're pitching to is Senyard. I know you're looking for the force play here, and that makes all the sense in the world. But Senyard's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs.
Seeing the ball well, one of the better hitters on this team. Best average hitter, 378, coming into this one. Higher than that now, being 2 for 2.
Fouls it back. Did he hit him? No. He was awfully close.
It was.
Though. 6-5. In a 1-1 game.
Pops it up.
Or in a 1-run game. Long run, it's going to drop. Sinyard with a base hit. Going to get a couple of runners home. He'll advance to second on the throw. UT Southern back on top after the Sinyard bloop single. Now he'll give way again to Beckner to run.
Another one of those situations you couldn't have placed it any better had you walked the ball out there and just laid it on the ground.
Absolutely. And that's going to do it for Friedman. We'll tell you about the new pitcher on the other side, SSAC.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaia.org.
New pitcher is number 12, Titus Richardson. Pitched last night as well. He's from Glen St. Mary, Florida. He's a redshirt freshman.
15th appearance of the season. He's started 6 games, 3-1 record, a 6.75 ERA, 32 thirds innings pitched, 39 strikeouts, 35 walks, a 176 batting average against. In this situation, that's the key number to circle. Runners on second and third. Mason Billions at the dish.
That one's fouled back out of play. 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. I'll take that one. Big cut, can't get it for Billions. Full count now. 2 away, Richardson trying to get out of the inning. And he walks him. So they're loaded again. And now it's Barnett. Barnett, strike one. He can't check there. Even if he does, I don't think it mattered. Foul back. Cold, strike three, and he gets out of it, and we head to the bottom of the 6th, 7-6 UTS.
Hometown Ticketing makes it fast and easy to buy tickets on your school's website or in the new Hometown Fan app. It's simple. Just search for your school, buy your tickets, and they'll be right there in your account, ready to be scanned when you get to your event. Download the Hometown Fan app today.
There's a call to be answered. The spirit of competition is still alive inside. The desire still drives. The phrase student athlete has a great ring to it. Lasting friendships are ready to be made. You just want to keep playing. Game on. Get in the game at playnaa.org.
Duarte swings over the top of that one. It's Duarte, Pimentel, Abbott. 6, 7, 8 here in the bottom of the 6th. Duarte lifts that one high to right. Long run. Right fielder calls everybody off. He's got it. Pimentel to the dish.
1 for 2 with a run scored.
He'll send that one to right, and again, well played there by Cannon Raby. That one over for a strike. Grounder, first base side. Eaten up, easy play. 1, 2, 3. We go to the 7th on the SSAC Baseball Championship.
At Risk Strategies, we know how important the health and well-being of your student athletes are. During their time in college, they'll face pressure from all different directions, from performance expectations to rigorous physical training, strict schedules, and bodily injuries. These are just a few of the stressors that can be burdens to your dedicated student athletes. With Academic Sports Care, our athletic division focuses on providing specialized insurance and health and wellness solutions exclusively for college and university athletic programs to help your students succeed by staying healthy and safe, offering best-in-class services through innovation and care. Academic Sports Care is a winning solution for your student athletes.
Enter Win1, a platform that unifies athletic management into one intuitive system. With custom profiles for every role within your department, everyone is instantly on the same page. Streamline eligibility tracking with automated transcript updates. Simplify scheduling with a centralized calendar. Enhance relationship building with personalized recruiting communications. This is more than a tool, it's a game changer.
Back here, top 7. Zach Cheney sends it to right. 1 out.
Seven, 8, 9 up here. Cheney flies out on the first pitch. We appreciate his contribution to our effort.
Yeah, whatever you must do, do it quickly.
Yes.
That one over for a strike. We are not rooting for a result, just rapidity in the result. Here at 10:59 p.m., no balls and a strike on Evan Nelson. Liner right over the head of the shortstop. Pimentel cuts it off and will hold it to a single. Again, The way Pimentel covers ground out there.
Yeah. Buckhalter now, 9-hole hitter.
Misses away. Devin Buckhalter awaits. Ball and a strike, or 2 balls and a strike. This one delivered, sent straight center field, ranging back, still going. It's still carrying all the way to the track. Pimentel gets back there. So Buckhalter put a charge in.
He did. I think it was a much longer run than Pimentel originally thought it might be. Wind picked up a little bit.
Yeah, there's really been almost none tonight. Starting to blow outward a little.
So he flipped the lineup over, back over up to Raby with 2 out.
That one kicks away. Ball and no strikes. Cannon Raby on the Knights, 2 for 4. Couple of runs scored. He's got a runner out at first now with 2 out here in the top of the 7th. And his team leading by 1. That one over for a strike. That one misses. 2-1. Richardson trying to battle out of this inning. Big cut through that one for Cannon Raby. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top 7. Lifted right side, long run, Duarte got there. What a jump. Left the hat behind. His teammate's going to go get it for him. Duarte never checked back up. Headed all the way to the dugout. So Richardson gets out of it. It's a 1-run game. Stretch time. Ballpark at Jackson.
A lot goes into building next year's roster. From identifying top prospects to fostering relationships that lead to commitment, recruiting is a full-time mission. WinOne brings it all together into one powerful platform. Whether you're on the road or at the office, WinOne is always within reach. Our iMessage automation makes connecting simple and efficient. Send personalized messages from your own number to every recruit on your list. Adding recruits is fast and effortless. Add as you go, upload a list, or even share a custom QR code. Visualize your roster like never before with the WinOne depth chart. Plan positions, customize views, and keep your recruiting strategies sharp. And just like that, you've built next year's roster. Centralized, connected, and built for success. That's recruiting with WinOne. You were built for your athletes. WinOne was built for you.
Sheely steps into the batter's box, takes strike one. Ball one well outside from Raper, still on the mound here. 86 pitches before the start, or at the start of this at bat.
Yep, so 88 right now. This is number 89. On the hands of Sheely. That one lifted, right side, long run. Raby all the way over, and he makes the catch. Connor Sheely's retired. Back to the top of the order now. Jose Vargas.
Vargas 1 for 3.
This is, oh no, he got the outside corner. 0-1 count.
Vargas didn't agree with the call either. Fouls that one off.
0-2 here on Vargas. Vargas is 1 for 3 with a run scored. Big cut through that one for Vargas. Got a piece of it to stay alive. This is there. 8 outs to play now for Middle Georgia State. Down 1. Vargas got a piece of it again. Jose Vargas. Ball and 2 strikes. Misses away. Two count. Right center field, long run. What a run by Raby.
Great jump, great job getting there.
He ended up in left center after that.
He did.
And now he's a little worse for the wear and having to stretch it out. That was a run.
Probably thinking, how did I end up in left field?
That's right. Cannon Raby and Cody Womble are on the same side of the field. This isn't right. Now he's got to make the trip home. He's one of those old bullpen carts.
Yeah.
What a run, though. Now, 2 away for Yadiel Perez. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored. Ball one to Perez. Tried to break that one back over, couldn't do it. 2-0. Two-0 count.
Strike
that
one.
One's over. This is away there. That one over for a strike.
Count runs full with 2 outs.
And he walks him. So Yadiel Perez down to first. UT Southern pen quiet.
Bring Chaz Salter to the plate.
See if Zane Falk is alert in the on-deck circle. Oh, Salter ducks it. Perez heads down to second. One-0 count on Salter. He'll take away there. Salter hits it to center. Buckhalter dives and comes up with it.
What a catch.
And he needed that moment.
He did.
That's so great to see him get that. He had some struggles earlier in the game that cost his team. And on that ball, he saves a run on what may have been the hardest play he's had tonight. And that gets his team out of the inning. We head to the 8th, 1-run game, SSAC.
Lighting is a science with a tremendous amount of complexity. Every field, stadium, and complex has its own challenges. From design to production to installation, Techline Sports Lighting has been a leader in sports lighting solutions for more than 20 years. Techline Sports Lighting, the official sports lighting partner of the Southern States Athletic Conference.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination. It's where stories are written, memories in the making.
2, 3, 4 due up in the inning here. Womble, Buckner, Senior. Richardson, it appears, still the pitcher. No, new pitcher. Yep. It's number 8, and that's going to be Andrew Lowry, the junior out of Eastman, Georgia.
This will be the 21st game for Lowry. Made a couple of starts, a 2-2 record, 5.32 ERA, and 44 innings pitched. 42 strikeouts over those 44 innings and a 265 batting average against.
Womble fouls it off. 2-1 the count. Fouls that one back, 2-2. Womble awaits the 2-2. Lowry delivers. Foul back again. Womble delivers. Straight away, and Pimentel had him played perfectly.
They did, right to him.
Yeah, he's playing in the left center field gap. Womble is retired. Buckner awaits. Ball 1. Misses away there. 1-0 count. That one misses again. 2-0, 3-0 actually. Bat decorative here at 3-0 in the top of the 8th.
Yep. Be surprised if he's swinging.
3-1.
Now he's looking to swing.
Yeah, Buckner will climb back in. Big cut through it, 3-2. Full count payoff pitch. Buckner fouls it back. We'll do it again. Fouled straight back again. Foul back. Full count, payoff pitch on the way again. Believe this is going to be pitch 9 of the at-bat.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Either way. If it's more than one, it's a lot.
At this hour, yeah. And he walked him. So Buckner heads on down to first. That'll get Senior to the dish. 3 for 3 with 4 RBIs. To put it mildly, he's been a pest for them.
Absolutely has. He's
in a lot of ways, he's the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, he is. 4 RBI on the night as well.
0-1 on him. And that one gets through the catcher. And they're going to have to regroup here. Runner on second. That takes away the double play. As Buckner scooted up to second. And that one's high, 2-1. Fouled back. Two and two. Called strike 3 outside corner. They get Seniored for the first time.
It's a big strikeout. Get two out.
Now Mason Billions. 0 for 3 with a run and an RBI and a walk. One 0. Ball and a strike. One count. Foul back. Ball and 2 strikes now. He'll try to get out of the top of the 8th here. Foul back. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. This is high, 2 and 2.
Lowry trying to get his club to the dish. Already over 20 pitches in the inning.
Full count now. And he walked him. Cole Barnett to the plate.
Two outs, runners on first and second. Lowry back on the mound. Barnett chases the low pitch for strike one.
The 0-1. Big cut through that one, 0-2. Barnett steps back in. Got a piece of it to stay alive. Grounder, foul.
Looked like a changeup. Lowry's trying to throw on that one.
This is inside. 1-2.
Fastball up, couldn't locate.
Ball and 2 strikes. Runners advanced on the wild pitch. Two, 2-2. Lifted, center field. Pimentel tracks it. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. SSAC.
Where the day starts with laughter in local shops and ends under the stars with live music. That's Jackson, Tennessee. It's a place where every moment is an invitation to explore, to connect, to be part of something bigger. Jackson isn't just a destination. It's where stories are written, memories in the making.
It all began in 1937. A vision to start something different, something better. A college athletics association where competition wasn't just about the scoreboard, but about character, growth, and rising together. From that first tip-off, the NAIA has grown in size and in spirit, in the way we play, the way.
New pitcher for the Firehawks. It's the southpaw from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Tavian Tigg.
20th appearance for Tigg, 0-2 record with a 6.19 ERA. One start within that record, 3 saves, 32 innings pitched, 40 strikeouts rather, and 24 walks. He'll face the 4, 5, 6 batters in the lineup.
It's Zane Falk to greet him, and it's 1-1. I like Falk's approach. He doesn't step out of the box. He just stands there and waits on the next pitch. 1-1. Fouls it back. Tigg's got a little giddy up on that. You can see Falk having a hard time getting the bat head around. 1-2. Tigg delivers. Falk lines it over the head of the right fielder, and he'll chase it down. I'm going to tell you, these corner outfielders have covered a lot of ground.
They really have.
From foul line to gap and sometimes beyond. So Falk is retired. Only 5 outs left for the Knights, and they're down 1. Flaherty and Duarte. Straight center field, backing it up, and corralled by Buckhalter. Couple quick outs here for Tavian Tigg. Now Jaden Duarte, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. The good news from Middle is Duarte is due. Ball 1. He'll take it. 1-1. Two balls and a strike. Fouls that one back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tavian Tigg trying to get through this 1, 2, 3, 8. Jaden Duarte trying to make some noise. He'll take that one low. Full count payoff pitch coming to Duarte. Duarte, 13 homers and 44 RBIs on the year, and he sends that one to deep right center field all the way back, and Buckhalter tracks it all the way and makes the catch.
That one got him twisted up, but he's able to recover and make the catch at the end.
So Jaden Duarte puts a charge in it, but not enough. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Tavian Tigg. To the 9th we go. SSAC. New pitcher for Middle Georgia State. Number 23, the right-hander out of Deltona, Florida. Transfer from Palm Beach State College, Carter Aglagio.
This will be appearance number 17 on the season for him. He's got an 0-2 record, 5 saves in that, a 4.08 ERA, 17 2/3 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts, 20 walks, and a .190 batting average against.
So the batting average against pretty good for him. You talk about the 5 saves and the 17 2/3 and 20 strikeouts, and if Middle Georgia's got a true closer, he's the guy, it would seem. So his task is to keep it at 1. Chaney can't catch up with it. Foul back. Chaney awaits. Two and two. Check swing. Full count now. Two and two. Foul back. Big cut, can't get it. Cheney strikes out, one gone in the ninth. Nelson and then Buckhalter for the Firehawks.
Nelson's 2 for 4 in this one with an RBI. Oglagio.
Line shortstop. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't. What an effort, though, again, by Vargas. Evan Nelson with an infield hit. 11th hit of the game for the Firehawks.
Play was a lot closer than it probably should have been.
Yeah, he had no business making it that close.
Buckhalter 0 for 4.
Drops down the bunt. Up. Threw it away. Hesitated too much. Buckhalter too fast. And a bunt single for Buckhalter, and we got 2 on and 1 out.
Wonder if they'll leave the bunt on, get runners over to second and third.
Back to your top of your order here, though. We'll see. Strike one. Oh, 1. Second baseman, 4, 6, 3. Got out of it. We go to the ninth. 1-run game, SSAC.
College sports communicators are the lifeblood of any broadcast on television.
Our communicators, our comm leads, our sports information directors, all those folks who touch this industry are really unsung heroes.
They love their university, they love their work. They go out of their way to present the great image for the university, for the players that they represent.
Learn more at collegesportscommunicators.com/celebratecsc.
Years from now, what will you remember? That. It's a small thing, but you know the small things in life feel the biggest.
I'm doing it, Dad!
Now that is something to remember.
Bottom 9, one-run game, Middle Georgia trailing. They've got 7, 8, 9 due up, Pimentel, Abbott, and Sheely. Tavian Tigg back to work. First pitch, swing, right center, right to Buckhalter. Pimentel's out. 2 outs to go here. Abbott and Sheely are a combined 0 for 6 in this one. Looking ahead to tomorrow. Everything moving up an hour. 9 a.m. A-back in Loyola. Thomas and Mobile to follow. Middle Georgia, William Carey after that. Blue Mountain and UT Southern the nightcap. As we conclude pool play tomorrow. That one over for a strike. 0-2.
Tigg working fast out on the mound, throwing strikes.
Not mad about it.
No. That one well outside.
Ball and 2 strikes on Tate Abbott. Popped up, foul territory. Catcher chases. Out of play. One and 2. Abbott, grounder. He'll try to dig it out, but Tigg will beat him to the bag. 2 gone. Knights are down to their last out, and Tennessee Southern giving themselves the potential of something to play for tomorrow. If they hang on and win here, they will need Middle Georgia to beat William Carey. And they will need to beat Blue Mountain to force a 3-way tie, and then we talk about tiebreakers. Going to get a pinch hitter here. It's number 7. That's going to be Datron Bray, the 5'10 senior, transfer from Georgia Gwinnett. He's from Douglasville, Georgia.
276 average on the season. 13 RBI.
They need a base runner. They need to get it back to the top of the order. Strike 1 to Datron Bray. Hitting in place of the catcher, Connor Sheely. That one misses low. That's a strike. 1 and 2 to Bray. Tigg delivers. Bray fouls it off, stays alive.
It's a tough pitch to get anything on. It was coming inside hard on the hands.
Takes that one. 2-2. Tavian Tigg delivers. Big cut, can't get it. Bray strikes out. Tennessee Southern beats Middle Georgia State 7-6 to keep hope alive for at least one more day. They need some help, but they're not out. So we play again tomorrow. ABAC and Loyola start at Thomas and Mobile, William Carey and Middle Georgia, Blue Mountain and Tennessee Southern. The win goes to Ridge Draper, the save to Tavian Tigg. For David Turner, I'm Jeremy Smith. This has been the SSAC Baseball Championship. Good night and God bless you.